Little trains in a big world, moving slow, chugging through valleys where no winds blow. Painted hills and plastic trees, quiet whispers of old memories. Little trains, little dreams, rolling softly through the seams. Tiny tracks in a giant land, guided gently by a steady hand. Accurately built with a craftsman's care, tiny bridges hanging in midair.
Hello and welcome to this review of the Graham Farish N-Scale Class 47 Sound Fitted BR logo. This cost £260 and I have already ran it in. I did want to do an unboxing, but I got a bit excited. So what you have in the box is obviously the locomotive, and we have a number of documents which we'll go through now. So inside the box, that was inside, so we have the Batchman Collectors Club, the invitation, the usual one that you get with the stuff, and the warranty service request, so you can send it back for a warranty job if needed. Inside the actual box itself, I'm running out of room here. For record as well, by the way, this is the 371-829 BSF, the Class 47/4 47556 in BR blue. In this box you would have had the locomotive. Obviously we don't anymore because I've had it out. I just couldn't wait. So it comes in its cloth. We do have a selection of detailing parts here, and I'm presuming a blanking chip. These I will add at a later date. I'm waiting to get, one of them magnifying thingy-majiggies, which then will enable me to do it easier. So in the bottom, underneath everything else, you get two more brochures. So this is the information for the sound fitted and the best results that you can get. So in 1 to 8 speed step mode, keep the track clean, it's set with default of 3. If you're running it on DC, the lighting functions, you could change the brake requests, horns and coupling. On the back is a list of the functions which we will go through shortly, and then the owner's manual for fitting all the parts and anything else you need to do, including servicing it, fitting the DCC chip or blanking plate, and manually overriding the DC and DCC mode. Then the warranty spare parts on the back. So having a look at the logo itself, I won't be opening it. It is a lovely example, very detailed even without the detailing pack on. For the Class 47, as I say, I have ran it already. Not too sure what motor is in it. I think it's a normal 5-pole motor. I don't really want to open it to find out, but I can tell you it's running really smooth. So without further ado, let's stick it on the track, fire up the sound chip, and see what sounds we've got. So before we start, just like to say it has got directional lighting. Let me just move that. So we've got 3 white lights on this side, the head code and the centre, and then the other way round we've got reds. Same both sides, so we'll just stick with showing one side. So to start off with, function 0, which is already on this controller by default, is your directional lighting. You can turn that off and on like so. I do need to name these. So we have a few different sounds. So we can do normal startup, so this is fuel pump on, warm engine start. Not actually heard the other ones yet either, so turn it off. So I believe if you turn it off and on, you get fuel pump on, failed engine start. So let's try that. And then off, on, fuel pump on, cold engine starts. Let's try that. It's done. Function 2 is brake. It says function sound, so I think that just slows it down. Function 3 is horn, 2-tone. Function 4 is horn. Five is heavy load. We'll try that one out shortly. 6 is coasting, 7's maximum revs. We'll pass them because it's not set up on here like that. 8 is coupling on, coupling up, or uncoupling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that one's only when it's moving. 9 is flange sound, will speed depending. 10 is fan noise, and it's got asterisks. Fan noises are randomised. Function 10 allows you to override this and activate it on demand. Function 11 is your air dump. 12 is the guard's whistle. And driver's response. On the controller, I've not got that to latch. You do one and then turn it off and do the other, or on this, because it's non-latching, you get one after the other. 13 is cab lights on. And all the engine revving. Because I've got these as I have to hold them in. So that's the cab light on one end. That's the cab light on the other end. Auto uncouple. No, that is a bit of dirt there on the track. Let's fire back up. So that's the cycle function, so I think that just moves it a little bit. 16 is your AWS horn. 17 is the bell. 18 fades the sound in and out. So essentially you could turn it off but keep the engine running, so not too bad. 19 I'm not going to play with, but it changes the volume. In fact, let's do it. So you've got 6 levels to volume it through. Latch, because how I've got this, it will just mute it. 20 is the interesting one, directional lights off. So that puts whites just on the one end, so if you've got a consistent train, you've only got whites on one end. 21 is the same on the other side. 21 is the same, just on the other side, so you could turn the reds off. Brilliant feature that. I think one of the most annoying things about modelling is when you've got a train and the reds are on the loco. So I love the decoders. It's not the first decoder I've seen that can do that, but I love the decoders that can do that. I've done it also before manually on a 001, where I was able to sort the stuff out, split them up. Manual latching logic is 22, so that's so you can then do the rev noises. So that is 6 and 7. So if I do 22 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so you can rev it without it moving. Turn that off. '23 is the Spirex valve. Don't know what that is. '24 station announcements. '25 is when it's on, driver's door open, driver's door shut. And that is all the sounds it has. You also have all the switching of the cab switches, which we have flange noise on, which I think is that one. And then sound off. That's off. So I am very, very happy with this model, and I believe we can get it to pull something. I will just set that up, and that will be our final shot. I do highly recommend this model. It's a very, very good model, and it will look even better once I've got the detailing pack on. Personally, away from this video, I've always wanted a Sound Loco. I had one in 00 and loved it. Got one now in Engage and caught the bug. I want a second. I was hoping to get a 37, but they didn't have one, so I got 47. So yeah, but yeah, so happy with this model. Highly recommend it, and if you've not got Sound, you need to get it because it is brilliant. It brings the whole railway to life. Hopefully when I've got even more Sound Locos, obviously I'll be lowering the volume down a bit further on them, but it will sound mint. So let me set this train up. So I'd just like to add to the end of this video as well that the Raker coaches that I had the 47 pulling, I've now got behind my 37, and this has no issues in pulling them whatsoever. And then if I don't know what's quite going on there. It might be something in the CV, but I'll have a look. I need to program it in yet anyway, so I'll do that video at some point as well. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and if you see one, go and grab one.
Little trains in a big world, moving slow, chugging through valleys where no